Okay? Well, it's a pleasure to be here. We're going to cover a lot of ground. This is a 2.5-hour workshop. We're going to cover in 45 minutes stuff. And we really like the federal government because unlike us who work for the state, the federal government, they print the money. They need more money, they print money. Okay? It's always good to be working for the people who make the money. All right? Really make the money. So they buy everything. A lot of people think this is all about tanks, planes, and submarines. That's not what it's about. Okay? Think of the federal government, and by the way, we do help with federal government, not just with DOD, militaries in our name. They buy everything that every big organization buys, and it never ceases to amaze you. If you watch these federal opportunities on a daily basis, what the government buys, it's unbelievable. Okay? So if it's legal to sell or buy, they probably buy it. You can see they bought $442 billion worth of stuff, goods and services in 2007. The share in North Carolina, about $4.5 billion. That's good. We really like the B word. Billions is good. But do the math, okay? Despite the fact that we have the fourth highest presence of the military of any state, we have 6 major military installations where the fourth highest presence of the military, we're only 26th in the country in where the federal government spends their money, okay? So that is not acceptable. And there certainly is huge potential to grow businesses through this market. Next. All right, who should be in this market? I'll tell you that, look, I'm going to apologize up front. I talk fast. I try not to be a fast talker, but I got to go fast because we got a lot of ground to cover. We never use the 4-letter word EASY to describe anything having to do with selling to the federal government. Okay? Kind of like your taxes. We don't use EASY. It's not good for all firms. Let's just get that right up front. Okay? You really have to be high-speed internet is essential. Okay? If you're going to do government contracting, you got to really be an experienced firm. I used to always do these sessions, and I'd say, you know what? The government is not a risk taker. Nowadays, I don't know. It's kind of hard. We own the car companies and all that other stuff, taking on a lot of risks. But generally, this is true in contracting. You got to remember, I love contracting officers. Pam, I'm going to say that up front. Okay, love contracting officers. But you got to remember that contracting officer has a customer. Somebody from the unit has come to that contracting officer and said, I got to have this. Whether it's batteries they want to get from ECVC or this new building. Okay? They've got to satisfy their customer. And the last thing they want to do is award a contract to a company, have that company fail, and they have to go through the whole process all over again. Their customer's not happy, they're not happy. So they really want to deal with companies who can demonstrate that they can do the work. Got to have a record of good performance. You've got to be technically, financially capable of doing the contract. Not generally a good market for startups. Doesn't mean you can't do it as a startup. Okay? We have people that retire from the military. They know what the military needs. They start a company doing it, very successful. But generally speaking, the government wants to deal with companies who have a commercial track record. Okay? Color of the money. And there's a lot of ways to cut this pie. And one way is what we call appropriated funds and non-appropriated funds, and it also depends on the dollar value. Next. Non-appropriated funds. We're going to talk about this for one slide. That's the fun stuff, but it's not the big bucks. Okay? Non-appropriated funds are spent by the agencies, spent by the services, based on self-generated revenues. Golf courses, snack bars, bowling alleys, they all generate revenues. Those are part of morale, welfare, and recreation activities. They generate revenues. They spend that money. Those are non-appropriated funds. Question, look up your NAICS code, see what the size standard is. Generally, it's revenues for 3 years, and it's the number of employees that you have. And it'll be set aside. It'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay? Next. That's the website you can go to. All of these are links on our main website. Everybody has to tell you about their websites. We have, when I left Fayetteville this morning, we had 3 websites. I don't know how many we're going to have when I get back. Okay? You can go to the next one. ncnbc.us, you have it on the handout here. It's our main website. Our links page is very, very good. If you want to look up your NAICS code, go to the links page. If you want to see the size standard, go to the links page. If you want to learn all about hub zone businesses, go to our links page. We'll take you to the right page on the SBA site. Love the SBA folks, but don't like their website. Okay, we'll take you to the right page from our links page. Hub zone. This is not the state hub program. It's 2 separate things. Okay? Hub zone is a geographic designation based on a census. When we do the census again in 2010, every census tract will be evaluated for unemployment rate and median income. If the median income is below a certain level, and the unemployment is above a certain level, it's designated as a federal hub zone. Any small business, key there, got to be small, located in a federal hub zone, where 35% of, and that's the business headquarters, and 35% of the employees live in a hub zone, that company qualifies as a hub zone small business. Okay, a few. A lot of priority right now on service-disabled, veteran-owned small businesses. You can see the requirements. The business has to be 51% owned and controlled by a service-disabled veteran. Don't have to be getting money from the VA. Just have to have a service-connected disability rating and own that company, control that company. There's a 3% goal. This is the hottest thing right now with the VA. If you want to do business with the VA, whether it's construction, services, you got to be a service-disabled veteran-owned business or a veteran-owned business. It's really hot. Now, you can sit there and say, well, I don't qualify. Folks, you need to be finding other businesses that you can team with on opportunities that are set aside for these groups. Pam can help you do that. See, I'm loading you up. Okay. Next. That's right. You're not retired. If you're interested in credit card things, that's fine. Okay. You can do a good business making $3,000 sales. And by the way, this happens all the time. I had a company call me. Everybody know Ricky Line in Elizabethtown? Line 1 Supply. Called me up one day and said, hey, I just got a call from this guy. He said he was at Fort Bragg, and he wants to buy Carhartt jeans. I told you, they buy everything, right? I said, okay, what did he tell you? He said, well, he said he wants $3,000 worth of Carhartt jeans. That tells me right away. Probably got a credit card and he wants to buy as many as he can. I said, okay, did he give you a credit card? Yeah. I said, did it go through? Yeah. So what address did he say to ship it to? It's out on Lamont Road on Fort Bragg. You know Fort Bragg, that's where the Special Operations community is. I said, okay, Special Operations, jeans, and they got a good credit card, ship them, okay? Sell them. He said, well, I couldn't do $3,000 because that was over, so that'd be $2,987. The perfect, send them. He's happy to make $3,000 sales all day long, no problem. So if you are interested in doing credit card sales, all you really have to be able to do is accept credit cards. Get on Match Course. The contracting officers use it for market research. If you have a chance to go to trade shows, go to those local trade shows and show what you got to the people who actually spend the money. Okay? Okay? Got to understand the basic rules. You don't have to be a contracting expert. You got to know how they buy the products and services that you sell. All right? You got to learn to describe. You got to speak government contracting, speak your NAICS codes, your federal supply codes, product service codes, NAICS codes. You got to understand all that stuff. You got to be able to present it. Okay? Get registered on what? Matchcourse.org. And by the way, Pam told me that it's like a dating service. Okay? Matchcourse.org. Okay. This is a good chance to say, market your company. I mentioned that before. A key to that is having good marketing materials. I recommend a one-page capability sheet that talks about who you are, what you do, and you've got to have your contact information on there, and you've got to be able to say all the things that the government understands. I am a small business. I'm a woman-owned small business. I'm a HUD Zone certified business. That means something to them. Okay? My NAICS code is. That tells them what your business does in government speak. Okay? A NAICS code, a 6-digit code, or 2 or 3 or 20. Next. And understand what the federal supply codes, product service codes are. And put that on your capability sheet. Okay? Key thing is knowing what your NAICS codes are. We're not going to go into this in detail. Go to the link on our website. Go out and find out what your NAICS codes are. You're going to need them to register in CCR, and you should have them to register in Match Course.